So we just watched a police activity video before the show. I am a little torn on it. Kyle, can you break down what happened?
So it looked to me like they're in New York, and a couple NYPD cops are pursuing this guy who doesn't want to stop. He's like running from them, and they all end up on the ground wrestling. Two cops on one guy, and the guy pulls out a concealed handgun and starts shooting the cops, and he shoots them both. And the cop pulls his gun out, and he can see the bad guy's foot. The bad guy's not wearing any goddamn shoes, and trust me, he should have worn some steel toes, because that cop starts drilling his feet with bullets into the concrete like it's a nail gun. He's going, "Paka, paka, drop that gun. Yeah, drop it, I said. Paka." And it's like, dude, you're gonna blow his whole foot off eventually. I can see black marks, like sooty black marks from the tip of the barrel. Like he's touching the guy's ankle and giving him bullets through his foot into the asphalt.
He's shooting him directly in the. This is how I would shoot someone in the foot to be sure I got it. Like,
I mean,
barrel pressed,
100% accuracy from the cop. I thought it was a great shoot. Because, like, the guy is shooting the cops.
I didn't even catch that. I heard him say drop the gun, but I couldn't see the perp's gun. Did you see it?
You see it at the very end. Okay. They get it away from him. It black semi-automatic gun. I don't know what the fuck it was.
I got a question. You guys are going to know the answer to this. But if you hold your pistol against something, like a bale of hay or a chest or whatever, does it cycle still?
Oh, you could actually fuck up the cycle if you were pushing into him, right? Yeah. Actually,
it may not ever even fire because it's something that's called out of battery. I was looking to see the nearest Glock, but if it's out of battery and the slide is pushed back ever so slightly, you could pull the trigger and it won't go off.
Right, yeah, that's what those ninjutsu guys are teaching you when they're grabbing the gun. Has anybody ever done that? Like demonstrated that to you? Like tried to grab the pistol out of your hand?
I've seen a lot of people demonstrate it. I don't think I've ever seen somebody do it in a practical, real world environment.
All right, I was at those Tech machine gun shoots in Tennessee somewhere, and there was an Israeli guy. He was the bodyguard for a firearm company owner, and he was doing the technique on people. And I was like, please take this pistol from me. And what he's doing is slapping the inside of your wrist so hard that like the tendons or whatever kind of like automatically release the gun. He took that fucking gun from me.
How close were you?
Oh, point blank. You have to get within arm's reach and be like, all right, grab it.
Would you ever allow that to happen when you were holding a gun?
No.
You have to count on the guy being melee distance with a ranged weapon.
And I got to stick it out for him and say, take it now. But I probably wouldn't be doing that in real life.
I think that maybe it works for someone who doesn't really want to shoot. Right?
Oh, for sure.
Like you have to almost talk me into pulling this trigger and the guy doesn't. Like,
I mean, if someone doesn't want to shoot that bad, I feel like I could just cry. Please don't kill me.
This is solid technique. It's my UFC.
All right, everyone, gather around for my technique. You're gonna want to poop and pee all over yourself.
Make yourself an unappealing target.
Yeah. I get up like eyes absolutely red from weeping, like covered in piss, and I'm like, and that's how you survive. That's how you survive on the streets.
That's how I won the Silver Star.
That's how sorry. And that's just
it's like the Jerry Smith.
Yeah.
It's like I just kept crawling and it just kept working.
Just so pathetic. They don't want to waste a bullet on you.
No, I thought that was a good shoot because the guy had a gun, and in the wrestling situation they were in, it didn't seem like the cop we were on board with really had much else to get a hold of and shoot safely while he was being all octopused with his partner and everything. So yeah, pump some in his ankle, I guess. Why not?
I misinterpreted the video. And if people, no, we can't show you the video. I wish we could. We get struck. But in the confusion of the body cam, we've all seen shaky, too close body cam footage. I thought the guy was just resisting. He was not letting them put cuffs on. And as a response, the cop did like probably non-lethal shots to the leg and the foot. That was how I interpreted the video.
That guy's crippled for life, dude. He hit the ankle bone with the first one. Yeah, the first one was like on the ankle bone, and the second one was like
also on the ankle bone.
Well, maybe the third one. Yeah. One of them went through like the fleshy, meaty part, like on the bottom of your foot, that guy's crippled. Dude.
If you can afford a good
for a
reconstructive surgeon, it's probably not bad, but that guy doesn't look like that kind of guy.
No.
Okay, that's a good point. Because I was gonna say I've broken all my arms and legs, and they work pretty well. Like it's not a death sentence to
shattered. Like a fucking light bulb inside his ankle.
There are 4 bones holding your foot to your leg. I broke 3 of them at one time once.
But broken half, right? They didn't explode from a bullet.
It was kind of like a diagonal on the worst one. They just put some screws through it and let it heal back.
Well, Eduardo there has no such representation.
Yeah, he probably doesn't have
this is a good
Cadillac
way to take
health
care.
insurance plan.
This is a good way to take care of these criminals. Like that guy, how is he going to be a good, effective criminal ever again? He can't. You've neutralized his ability to do crime.
Have you?
Power stance.
Yeah, what's he gonna do? I mean, I guess he could like get into money laundering on the back end, but like he's like his time on the street of running around causing mischief. That's done. That's over.
You've created a white collar criminal now.
We've created. Does he have the chops for that? He probably would have been, stealing percentages of pennies out of hedge funds if he had the intelligence for that in the first place, instead of stealing from gas stations or whatever.
It might be one of those.
My hypothetical situation. How do we feel about shooting feet when people resist handcuffs?
No, you don't shoot people just for fighting. Like,
okay.
All right. So I watched so many of these police videos that like there's like flavors to this thing and how resisting arrest goes and what the perp is actually about. Some people are having this. I see a lot of, not stereotype, but it's usually black women. And they're mad about something that has nothing to do with the cop, but like they're so in their emotions, they can't speak to the cop clearly enough to get the problem solved. They're like, everybody's part of their problem now. And you don't shoot that lady in the foot. You just kind of got to wrestle her down or taser or something.
What about firing one right across her bow?
Right across her bow?
Ruffle her feathers a little bit.
Just a warning shot, like boogie.
Warning shot, just boogie it.
Bang!
Grab her fake hair, throw it on the ground, and then she'll have something new.
I have that video too. Actually,
do you?
Two cops. Of course, I have that loaded up. 2 cops pull over this lady, and they start arguing, and she doesn't want to get out. The cop's opening move is snatching her wig, and then she kicks him, and then he decks her, and then we're all on the ground fighting.
You guys underestimated how street smart I was. That's a good, solid technique.
No, I don't
was he a bald cop?
You're on his camera. You couldn't tell. I don't think you should shoot somebody if you're a cop unless they got a knife or a club or a bludgeoning type. I saw a guy get shot with a paint roller the other day. Dude had a paint roller coming at the cops and they killed him. And it's like, I don't know.
What if the cop can't win the fight? Now I know he should be able to, right? Like, and ideally, every cop is Brock Lesnar and they can subdue you with wrestling. But what if it's a woman?
Oh, if the guy's coming at you, then he doesn't need anything to be shot. Like if you're the cop with the gun and you're trying to arrest, I don't know, the fucking Circle K bandit who just made off with a bunch of bubblicious and he's like bucking up at you and he's coming at you fist clenched and like sprinting at you, you kill that guy. Like, what else are you going to do? Like, I could probably take him. Let's hope so. Cause I'm basically Batman. I've got all sorts of gadgets and weapons on me.
He's not armed until he gets to me.
Yeah.
It's like, remember that video we watched where originally they were trying to, quickly left the news. They're trying to be like, unarmed, black kid shot. And the cop was like, he was coming at me with a sickle. And then, and then they showed like the last frames of his, like, they were like, he was gardening or something. The media was trying to spin that. And it just showed this guy like, running towards him with a scythe. And it's like, all right, somebody's coming at you with a scythe, sickle, any sort of harvesting tool. You gotta shut that down. You can't have that. Yeah, it's really.
He started harvesting.
I mean, like, I feel like pretty much anytime there's a weapon in, like a gun in play, especially, I think lethal force is like the fact that he only went for the feet was remarkable restraint on his part.
I think he was trying to be safe about like not hitting his buddy too.
That's also,
that's how I saw it.
Not trying to crossfire or have a round penetrate.
Which is like when I watch so many of these videos that I often see them surround a car that's been running and doing stuff. And it's like, my God, this crossfire is way more scary than that like concussed Grand Theft Auto suspect in the car. Like everybody's pointing guns at everybody. It's
probably everyone here has shot. What are the rounds that light up? I'm sorry, I'm being a moron.
Tracers?
Right? Tracers, yes. And once you shoot tracers, prior to shooting tracers, I thought bullets disappeared after impact. I don't know. They just got embedded in the tree or something, or they break into so many tiny pieces that what the ricochets are not very dangerous. No, you shoot some tracers and you realize that they kind of go in unpredictable directions and with a lot of velocity. Like it's a problem, and you don't see it until the tracers.
Yeah.
You can also hear it a little bit when you're shooting subsonic stuff suppressed, because once you hear it hit the target, because there's not the report of the weapon and you don't have ear pro and whatnot, you can hear the pow, ting, bing. And you just like, oh, that fucking went somewhere. Hope it's on the
sometimes
property.
you'll even hear it.
Yeah.
You'll hear it like hit a tree or some whack.
Yep.
Fuck. Glad nobody was. Wait, that's over there? Like that. Somebody could have been over there.
The
Like,
supersonic stuff does it, but faster.
Yeah. Kyle, I'm sure. Are you thinking of it too? The time Wings of Redemption was. Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't. And it wasn't Wings' fault, really. We were standing downrange and he was shooting sort of parallel to us, but I was like, this isn't safe.
This is
Like if he was shooting at a tree, and the way I remember it is we had been down there for some period of time. Then he knew that he wouldn't be so far. He'd have to miss by like 30 degrees, right? So no one's that bad a shot. You're off by 1 or 2, usually. Yeah. But ricochets go, 15, 45 degrees to the side all the time.
It's weird stuff. Yeah. And it's not like, and the other thing is Wings isn't exactly like, I don't know if he's a good shot or not, but he's not, it wasn't something he was doing regularly, which he could just fuck up and accidentally shoot us down there. That's always sketchy. I don't want that.
Accidental discharge.
It is.